Hey everyone, welcome back. I've got another Stadia update for you. This one comes to us from community.stadia.com. We've got some new news. We know our March Pro games. We also know some games that are on sale. And let's get started. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell, because all of those things help YouTube know that we're doing a good job over here. So if you like the show, help us out and click on those things. Let's get started. This week on Stadia, 3 new games coming to Stadia Pro. The first one is actually kind of a surprise. The other 2 we already knew about, but the first one is a surprise, and I think this is probably the biggest news for this game ever, and that is Grid. Now, if you don't know what Grid is, it is a, I don't want to say racing simulation game, but it's also not a racing arcade game. I would say, based on what people have told me, it is a racing game with light simulation. Hopefully that clears things up. The thing about Stadia with Grid is Stadia has this exclusive 40-car mode, and that's because the other platforms apparently are unable to render that many cars at once. So Grid has the ability to have 40 cars on the track at once. That's 40 players. And up until now, a lot of people were kind of complaining about Grid on Stadia because Stadia has a fairly small install base. The reason that Stadia has a small install base is because very few people are going to be willing to plunk down $130 on something that is untested. My experience with Stadia has been fantastic. The games that I've been playing on it have been great, and the latency is really not an issue. I've had a fantastic time playing games on Google Stadia, and I do believe that streaming games is the future of video games. Maybe not right away, because the other console makers are going to take their time before they get to that, other than probably Microsoft. But streaming games is the future, and I fully stand by that statement. Now, Grid doesn't have a huge install base because there's very few people who would plunk down $130 on an untested experiment like Stadia. Well, soon Stadia will be free to everybody, and at that point I feel like the online multiplayer stuff is going to get a lot better. The matchmaking will get better because more people will be playing on Stadia, because it's not a platform where you have to buy. You just buy the games that you want and then you can play them. Well, this is a huge update for Grid, because Grid has this cool 40-person racing, but it's really hard to get 40 people together because so few people bought this game. Of the subset of people who are interested in gaming, who also are willing to plunk down $130 on an untested experiment like Stadia, there's an even smaller subset of people who are interested in a racing sim. Now, maybe this game is fantastic, and I don't know. I'll be trying it out come March 1st. But the idea that 40 people can race sounds really cool, and now it's going to be a lot easier to accomplish that because there's going to be a lot of people who are subscribed to Pro still, and they're all suddenly going to have access to Grid. I feel like this is probably the best thing that Grid could have done, because now people are going to be playing this game. They're going to be able to do that 40-person thing, and then they're going to say, hey, this is pretty cool. You know, being able to race against all these other people, it's working really well. So that's fantastic. I think that that's really awesome, and I look forward to trying it out. Let's talk about the other 2 games that are our Pro games. 3 games this month that are our Pro games. Now, I know that there's going to be people out there who say that these 2 games aren't a big deal because they're old indie games. They're not AAA games. You're going to like these games. These games are awesome, and that is SteamWorld Dig 2 and SteamWorld Quest: The Hand of Gilgamesh. They're both really, really fun games. Yes, they are indie games. Yes, they are 2D and don't particularly push the limits of Stadia, but that doesn't mean that they aren't great games, because they are. And on March 1st, you're going to have access to both of these games. Now, also on March 1st, which is on Sunday, you're also going to be able to purchase SteamWorld Dig 1 and SteamWorld Heist. Okay. Now, if you want to know more about these games, the SteamWorld games, I made a video which you can check out in a link in the description down below. Also, with Stadia Pro, remember that we're still able to, this is kind of weird. Usually on other platforms, like I'll use PlayStation, for example. On PlayStation, I have the ability to claim the games for that month only during that month, and then they go away. On Stadia, however, if I don't claim the games, they kind of come in and go out of rotation in an unpredictable way. It's not just at the end of the month these games disappear, because we have been able to claim Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, as well as the second one, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think that's the name of it. No, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm sorry. We were also able to claim Rise of the Tomb Raider. And then there's Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the third one. That has not yet been a Stadia Pro deal. Or I'm sorry, a Stadia Pro game. But those games came and went while other games came and stayed. Like Destiny 2, the collection, has been a pro game from the start and is going to continue to be a pro game for an extended period of time, according to Bungie. Farming Simulator 19 Platinum Edition is a game that we got, I believe it was in November, and we have been able to continue to claim that. Now, if you have not yet claimed Farming Simulator 19 and it's a game that you're interested in, you have to claim that game before February 29th, or you will no longer be able to claim it. And as soon as you claim it, you then have access to it as long as you continue to be subscribed to Pro, which is $10 a month. I think it's a really good deal. Guilt, we got that last month. You're going to continue be able to claim that this month. So if you did not subscribe in February, when March rolls around, if you subscribe, you'll still be able to pick up Guilt. You'll still be able to pick up Metro Exodus, which is a fantastic game. I'm doing a Let's Play of that right here on this channel. The members of this channel get those videos early. And then Thumper is another one that we're still going to be able to claim next month as well. So here's what they have to say. Prepare to take the pole position in pulse-pounding high-speed motorsports with Grid, including Stadia's exclusive 40-player and endurance mode. Then grab 2 highly acclaimed installments in SteamWorld Universe, explore the humorous, irreverent, and farcical, fantastic card battling of SteamWorld Quest, and embark on a spectacular subterranean spelunking in the award-winning SteamWorld Dig 2. I have to say, the writing for this is fantastic. I love all of the alliteration. All 3 games are available for Stadia Pro members starting March 1st. To claim them, simply head to the Stadia store and add them to your library at the click of a button. So if you don't know how to do that, go to the Stadia store right here. You click on Stadia Pro, where is it? Stadia Pro Games. So right there, it says Stadia Pro Games. If you click on See All, you will see those games there listed. They will have an orange box next to them on the right-hand side. You click that, and then they will suddenly be playable on your Stadia. All right. Also, don't know if you are aware or not, but Spitlings is coming out today. I just opened up my app, and it is there waiting for me to buy. I have not bought it yet. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I think it looks cool. The price on that game is $14.99. And I think that's a pretty good price. I think that is a good price. I'm very, very motivated to pick that game up. I think it looks like a lot of fun, and $14.99 seems like a really, really good price. Here's what they say about it in the press release. New this week on the Stadia Store is Spitlings, a quirky arcade action game that rewards teamwork and savagely punishes individual failure. To progress through Spitlings challenges, teams of up to 4 must cooperate in perfect tandem. If one fails, everyone fails. It will take coordination, fast reflexes, and a little luck to overcome this diverse split-second challenges awaiting teams. Spitlings is available first on Stadia beginning February 25th. That's today, for $15 on the Stadia Store. All right, the last thing before I get out of here, I want to remind everybody of the Stadia Pro deals that are happening. Stadia Pro subscribers can also save on a number of games in the Stadia store this week. Use your Stadia Pro discount, and for a limited time, grab these at a reduced price. Borderlands 3 for $30. That's 50% off. Actually, all versions of Borderlands 3 are 50% off. So I recommend that you go for, oh, no, I lied. I'm sorry. The Super Deluxe Edition is 40% off. That goes for $50, just so everybody knows. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is 50% off for $25. Kine is 50% off for $10. NBA 2K20 is on sale for 67% off. That's a pretty good deal, although I'm not interested in that game. It's not my kind of game. And, of course, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that's the third one in the series. If you already claimed the first one and the second one as your pro games, now you can get the third one for 67% off. That is the definitive edition for $19.80. That one I may end up purchasing. Although, you know what? I haven't played through the first and second ones yet because I've been too busy in Borderlands. And if there's something, somebody said something very interesting in our community Discord the other day. If you haven't joined it yet, runjumpstomp.com/Discord. But somebody said something very interesting in the Discord. And they said, I have learned that if something is on sale for a price, then sometime in the future, it will also be on sale for that price. And if I'm not going to play it now, I should just wait. And you know what? I'm not going to play Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition right now. I'm sure that at some point it will be on sale for 67% off, or maybe even more, and I'll pick it up then when I don't have nearly as much stuff to play. Also, if you got $20 that you want to throw at something and you're looking for a first-person shooter with a co-op mode, then check out Wolfenstein Youngblood. That is currently 33% off for $20.09. I've heard very, very good things about that, but I have not played it myself. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and if you have yet to subscribe, make sure that you do so that you can get all of the Stadia news right away, right here on StadiaCast. I'll see you all next time. Until then, take it easy.